clients are happy. That's why they're always the best when you compare quality and price. Red Mountain Bags, designed and manufactured by proudly South Africans for South Africans in South Africa.
It's time for Nico Kleynhans, exclusively on Breakfast with Friends.
We say a very good morning to Mr. Nico Kleynhans. Thank you so much for joining us in studio this morning, sir.
Hi, good morning to you and also to the listeners. It's Christmas time, and this is when the scam artists really come to the fore. They start around the Black Friday and they keep going into the season. Now, different banks and credit card companies are trying to solve the problem with new software. And today I want to talk about Capitec Bank and its offering. But before I proceed, I'm not advising you to buy shares in Capitec.
Okay.
I must declare that I own shares in Capitec. And even if you do buy shares, it's not going to make me much more wealthy than I am already. So it's just a disclosure that I'm looking at what the bank is doing to protect its customers.
Brilliant.
I am not saying this bank is better than the others.
Okay.
It's important that you understand that is how I deal with this. Now, what tends to happen is that we all get that inevitable phone call that there's a problem with the bank, and can you immediately help them by providing them with information so they can block something. Now, if you are a Capitec investor or a Capitec banker, all you do is you open up your app at that point, and there's a button that you push. If your screen turns green, then the person who is speaking to you is speaking to you from Capitec.
Oh, wow.
So you now know you can proceed with the call. If your screen turns red, then it's a scam.
Yeah. Hang up.
And that call will be recorded automatically, and the bank will have an idea of who it is and what it is that they're trying to do. So this is the first step where AI is beginning to integrate and also beginning to provide a safer place. Now, there are going to be times when you want to add a new beneficiary. And this is where you're going to find it irritating working with Capitec. But it's a good irritation.
Okay.
Because if you're adding a beneficiary, what Capitec will do is check whether there have been complaints against that beneficiary account.
Oh, wow.
So if it is noticed that that beneficiary account has had 100 complaints from all bankers, then you will be warned this beneficiary has a problem, and people who have paid money to this beneficiary have experienced problems.
Wow.
If you still want to proceed, your task will become more difficult because there will be a lot more verification that you will have to go through, so that you can't later say, I didn't know that this beneficiary was a scamster. The bank is going to make it more difficult for you to throw your money away on a scam like that. That is helpful. Now, the other thing that the bank, the new app will do in future, it will take a photograph of all of the names on your existing mobile device. And it will lock that away on the banking site, on your file on the banking site. So now you log in on the app, it checks that you're using the correct telephone. And it'll say, hang on, your normal phone that you use has 100 names. This one's got 3. It can't be you. And now it's going to start giving you a lot more problems, a lot different kind of verification to make sure that it is in fact you, that you're not ending up with a situation that your phone has been stolen and before you've reported it, somebody has managed to access your account and is now busy dealing with your actual account. So these kind of processes are going to make it easier for their clients to protect themselves. It is inevitable that other banks, particularly FNB, which has got a very good system, will also be doing updates in the next couple of days. And you too will find there's going to be a lot more verification to try and protect the more vulnerable members of our community.
That's brilliant.
Now, I want to say that what Northwood has done is on our website, northwood.co.za. We have a system that the last 4 podcasts that we do on any theme that is relevant are stored there.
Okay.
So if you want to go back on something you heard this week or last week, or you want to refer your friends to it, just go to the website, go to the podcast section, and you will find then some of the information that I'm speaking of or using, and it may make your life a little easier to share with vulnerable members of your society on your circle.
That's brilliant.
But I wish you well over the season. We won't be talking to you again on this particular platform until next year. Have a good holiday.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nico. Really, really appreciate that. And again, as Nico said, go to northwood.co.za, and want to encourage you, if you get a phone call, be it your mobile provider, be it your bank, and they're saying, there's a problem with your account or whatever else like that, then say, if you're not one of the bankers with Capitec, then say, okay, cool, I will phone the relevant bank or the relevant mobile provider. Hang up the call and phone, because that's also a surefire way to avoid being scammed.
Exactly.
But thank you so much, Nico, for highlighting this very, very important conversation.
And thank you for the year.
Yes.
Thank you for all your input for the year.
Yes, thank you.
Amazing advice. And we
really,
really, really appreciate you,
we
Mr. Nico.
do. Thank you. Have yourself a blessed Merry Christmas.
Thank you.